what motivates us in doing what we need to do, not necessarily what we want to do. Hello, dear friends. Once again, hearty greetings from southern Florida. The heat continues, the beauty that surrounds us is always present, and we are here to bring a word that hopefully will be of interest to you and benefit to you even more so. Today, my main focus, so briefly as always, pertains to what motivates us in doing what we need to do, not necessarily what we want to do. And it is important that for every action of ours we are properly motivated, that we do things for the right reasons, all of which we can find in our conversations with God, in our examination of His truth, and of course with the knowledge that we already have of what is better not only for us but for others as well. One story that comes to mind, a true story in fact, pertains to a church pastor who for many years was serving a certain congregation where the people were pleased with him, where he and his family were equally satisfied. But it often happens that man received a call from another congregation where his salary was going to be almost double of what he was receiving at his current parish. Obviously, he needed to pray a lot about that. He needed to be absolutely certain that he was not being, in many ways, decisive in going to a different place only because of certain advantages that he would have there, which he did not have here. And of course, there's nothing wrong with that. That can be the right motivation as well, considering many other factors that surround that reality. So the weeks passed, members of his current parish were fully aware of that letter that had been received, that invitation that had been issued, until one day his young boy was sitting in a department store where other members of his current congregation saw him. And because they hadn't heard any hint of what the decision of the pastor would be, they rushed to the boy and say, "Hey, how is everything? Has your dad made a decision yet to go to another place or to stay here with us?" And the boy very calmly said, "No, not really. The only thing that I can tell you is that Dad is praying, and he's praying very hard, but Mom is packing." Of course, there was nothing wrong with his mother being wise in realizing that with a better salary, they could take care of all of the needs of the family even better, while he was still exercising not only a right but a responsibility of seeking the will of God for what would be best for them all. And I hope that we act in a similar fashion. We have to examine every angle and then proceed with the best decision that comes to heart and mind for us to make concerning any situation that we are faced with. Prayer remains essential, but action has to come at some point. And sometimes the sooner the better, if your heart is at peace with God and with the decision that you desire to make. So think about it, because I know that all of you, my viewers, at one point or another, at a moment or another, will be faced with similar situations. It may not apply to an employment, but for other day-by-day activities in your own lives that will require an attitude that is judicious in nature and wise in its final outcome. That's all for today, but hopefully very soon I will bring you something new just to think about and to consider and apply to your own life. Bye-bye.